Right, I suppose this is the first installment of the Evelyn video. So I'm recording this obviously as I'm doing it, and I'll splice it into whatever video it correlates with. But, oh, I'm out of breath because I just lifted it from where it was after delivery, down there, onto here. Now, when we're talking engines, this is not a heavy engine, but still, just be careful. Warm up your back a bit. Yeah, what we're doing now, we're going to try and access the plugs, because this engine has been sat for approximately 8 years, so it needs some lubrication. So I'm going to whip the plugs out and stick a cap full of oil down each of the cylinders, and then let it soak until we get the next bit of work done. So I had to go out and get one of these, because when we moved house, I think I got rid of my spark plug socket. So this is, other than the engine itself, this is the first thing that we've bought on the channel. So I was going to get these out by myself, but I've already struggled. So Sean's come to help. And now we're going to sort out tools and have a look at what we need to get. So here is a list of bits and pieces we need in order to carry on with the build. If you're local or you want to send anything, or you've got spares of these that you don't really use, that would be helpful. Either you can DM me on Instagram or leave me a comment and we can sort it out. It would be greatly appreciated. Next, we're going to get the sparkle plugs out so that we can lubricate the cylinders. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Thanks. So everyone, this is Sean. Sean will be doing 91.99% when I get stuck. This is my phone, so you can get used to his voice. He's going to be helping me today.
There you go.
Boom. Show us the end of the spark plug. There. Is that good or bad?
It's not bad. They look relatively new.
Yeah. They're at least 8 years old, aren't they?
Yeah, but I don't think they've been used much.
No.
Looks a bit washed out, but it's not like it's...
We could use them again for testing it, couldn't we?
Yeah, well, I mean, we can test it on the engine later, see if we get some spark out of it.
Yeah.
But I would say that they're okay. I've just checked to make sure that that is the right spark plug for the actual engine, but I'm pretty sure they are. What do you mean? There's two. Another one. They all look pretty much the same, which is a good sign.
Good.
Probably have a go at carbs in a bit.
Yeah.
Whip the other carbs off the other one.
Get on.
That's pretty good. Yeah, they all look the same, which is a good start.
So because they all look the same, you can kind of tell if something was obvious, then you'd be able to tell there's something maybe off with that particular cylinder.
I mean, they should be like a light brown.
Yeah.
If they're white, it means that they haven't got enough fuel. If they're black, they got too much fuel.
Right.
So at the moment, they're like a light brown going to black, so maybe a bit over fuely, but I mean, over fuel's better than like less fuel.
In that Tupperware just below your knees there are some
Yeah.
other spark plugs. You might be able to compare what they...
This one, yeah.
Yeah. It might be good to compare what they look like and see if you can tell a difference. I don't know where they came from. They came with the top end.
They are iridium, so they're a different style.
Okay.
So with the standard NG case. You've got your twin element, and with these ones they got a single element, but they got like the pin inside is like really skinny, but it's meant to get a better spark, meant to last longer as well.
Okay.
I've on certain bikes I've had these, and certain bikes I've had these. I personally haven't noticed the difference between the two, so that's a lot cheaper. The normal NGKs, they're probably about twice the price.
I see.
I mean, if you were doing track days, I'd say probably go for that. But if you're doing it for everyday use, I'd probably just do them because they're just a lot cheaper. You can change them out and not have to worry about spending $4,000 on a set of plugs. So that is the plugs out.
Plugs out. Now we need to lubricate the cylinders, right?
That'll probably be plenty. Just enough to lubricate the cylinders. And it's coming out with a port, so that means that the valve is open.
Interesting.
Were these blocked up before?
No.
It's not good.
There might have been when they were in his garage, I don't know, but when I got it they weren't blocked up.
So yeah, we've got that one. Well, valves open. They're going to be open because obviously as it turns over, wet valves close, open.
Yep.
Some will be down, some will be up. There's some oil in there.
Cool.
So that's a good sign. So now we need a 10mm. Have you got a 10mm socket?
Yeah. Second one from the end.
We want that one. We're not on there. At some point they've had this off and they've used some gasket sealant, so
Yeah.
you will need to get a new rocker cover and the seals that go in for the. I'll show you them now.
What was it?
Rocker cover gasket.
Oh my god. Rocker cover gasket. That's only because I'm
Set.
doing it.
If you do set on that, yeah, then that should give you the O-rings for where the spark plugs are and the 2 or 4 rubbers for in here. We're just taking this off at the moment. We'll put it back on again in a minute, just to see what it's like underneath. And there you go. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they've sealed the hell out of them. So, oh, the rubber dropped.
Drop me rubbers.
Drop me rubber. Well, they feel pretty like thingy, but definitely worth replacing them.
Okay. They should be in a rocker cover set.
That is other than the 2 tons of sealant. They look okay. They don't look like they're rusted or anything like that. So
No.
that's a good sign.
It's a lot of sealer though, because it's even on the
yeah.
cam chain, isn't it, at the top?
Yeah,
That's quite a lot.
it is a lot, but
So we'll have to
it's
clean
not. We'll have to clean all that out. But in general, the cams, they don't look like there's any pitting or what serious wear that I can see. Obviously, straight away. I mean, probably need to be shimmed, but or some oil over this, just for a bit of lubrication. It looks okay though. It does look all right. It doesn't look like it's been left in a damp place or anything like that. So that's a good sign. Trying to get this might be fun. Our first initial looks,
It's good.
it
Looks like a good
it
engine.
could be a lot worse.
Yeah, definitely. So far so good. Looks like a good engine.
Well,
And should get Evelyn running.
Yeah.
Between that and the parts that I've accumulated over the last couple of years, we'll have one good engine between us.
Yeah, we'll work it out. It's all good. So, these nice green hoses.
Yeah, I'm going to use them to clean them up and
Yeah,
put them on.
they look like they'll come up alright.
Yeah, good old clean. They should be fine. I want them on the 400 now, on Evelyn.
Yeah, the casing don't look too bad. I reckon that'll clean up pretty well.
Yeah, that'll probably be a whole episode of me just cleaning it.
Yeah. Okay.
The engine does stuff.
Well, the gearbox does something.
Yeah. How's the sprocket look? Is it usable? Is it a bit too worn?
It actually looks alright.
Yeah,
I mean, it really depends on what size sprocket you make, because obviously it might be different gear ratio than what you've already got on it.
Possibly.
And you like the gear ratio you had in yours.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't remember what size sprocket you got on.
No,
there, so,
I can't either. We'll figure that out.
But the front sprockets are cheap enough anyway. You can pick them up for about 15 quid. You know what I mean? So front sprockets, like the one that makes a massive difference on change. So
Yes.
if you change the front sprocket and you had a smaller one, you'd get more acceleration. And if you had a bigger one, you'd get more top end.
Yeah.
To a point, obviously it's only a 400, so
Yeah.
you go too big, you end up losing. Like you won't get the top end because it ain't got the power to get it there. But
It's good for now.
It's good for now.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with it. We'll trust Sean. So thank you very much for watching that episode. That was getting the spark plugs out and oiling the sort of the top end of the engine and getting a general look at how the engine is, what state it's in, and what we have sort of going forward. Thank you very much for watching. Now we've got a little list of things to get. We've got tools, and if you want to help with that, let me know in the comments. And then I've got a list of things to get gasket wise and things like that as well. So next episode we will be getting the panels off of Evelyn, and we'll be looking at the carbs hopefully as well to assess that situation and what else we can do to sort of look at getting this engine running and see the overall health of the engine and where we can go from there. So that's it for this one. Like, subscribe. Thank you so much for the support on the first video. I've really enjoyed it so far, so hopefully you enjoy this one. And big thanks to Sean. You'll be seeing a lot more of him as time goes on. So with that, hope you're doing alright. Press subscribe, like, and we'll see you in the next video.